Hi, I'm Mary. At 26, I never thought I'd become an amateur detective in my own home, but life has a way of throwing curveballs. It's been 2 years since Mom passed away, and things haven't been the same since Dad rushed into remarrying. Have you noticed how weird your dad's been acting lately? Sarah asked during our weekly coffee meetup. He barely speaks to anyone at the neighborhood gatherings anymore. I know. Ever since Jennifer moved in, it's like he's become a different person. Yesterday, I heard him talking about selling Mom's antique shop. He'd never even considered that before. That's not right, Kyle chimed in, setting down his phone. Your mom built that business from scratch. I sighed, stirring my now cold coffee. That's not even the worst part. I overheard Jennifer on the phone last night. She was talking about securing assets and making necessary changes to protect their future. Your future or hers? Sarah raised an eyebrow. Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like she's slowly taking control of everything your mom left behind. Did you hear about the latest? Jennifer convinced Dad to reorganize the family investments, whatever that means. Wait, Kyle leaned forward. Isn't your name on those property deeds? Your mom made sure of that. Supposedly. But Jennifer's been handling all the paperwork lately. Says she's helping Dad get organized. The conversation was interrupted by my phone buzzing. Another text from Dad. We need to discuss some important changes to the property arrangements. Jennifer found a great investment opportunity. There she goes again. I showed them the message. Every week, there's some new opportunity that requires moving around Mom's assets. Girl, something's not adding up. Sarah grabbed my hand. Remember last month when Jennifer tried to get you to sign those papers without reading them? Yeah, claimed it was just routine updates to the property insurance. Good thing you didn't sign, Kyle added. Have you noticed how she always brings up these conversations when your dad isn't around? Just then, I overheard Jennifer in the hallway outside the coffee shop. Don't worry about Mary. She'll have to agree once everything's in place. We just need to handle this carefully. My blood ran cold. Sarah and Kyle exchanged worried glances. Look, Kyle pulled out his laptop. I work in real estate, remember? Let me do some digging into these reorganization plans. And I'll ask around, Sarah added. My aunt's a paralegal. She might be able to help us understand what's really going on. I nodded, feeling a mix of anger and determination. Mom spent her whole life building this legacy. I'm not letting anyone take that away. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of uncovering a web of deception that would shake our family to its core. The next morning, I grabbed my gardening tools and headed to Mom's rose garden. It needed serious work after Jennifer convinced Dad that hiring gardeners was unnecessary expense. Need a hand with those weeds? Our neighbor Tom called over the fence. Been watching that garden go downhill since your stepmom showed up? Thanks, Tom. Actually, could you tell me something? I saw you talking to Jennifer last week by the mailbox. You looked pretty upset. Listen, kid. Your stepmom's been asking weird questions about property lines and trying to get me to sign something about shared driveway access. I've lived here 30 years. There's never been any shared access agreement. While pulling out stubborn weeds near Mom's favorite rose bush, my shovel hit something hard. Concrete. A box. Hold up, Tom. Can you help me dig this out? Inside, wrapped in waterproof bags, were stacks of documents. Property deeds, bank statements, and, surprisingly, a USB drive. Your mother was smart, Tom nodded. She never trusted that online storage stuff. Always said important things needed physical backup. My phone buzzed. A text from Marcus, our family lawyer. Urgent. Don't sign anything. Multiple attempts to transfer property deeds detected. Call me ASAP. Marcus? It's Mary. You won't believe what I just found. Mary, thank goodness. Listen carefully. Someone's been trying to modify property transfers using outdated paperwork. They need your signature, but they're setting it up to look routine. Let me guess. All the transfers list Jennifer as the primary beneficiary? Exactly. And there's more. Your father's signature on some documents. I'm not convinced it's genuine. Another call beeped in. Kyle. You need to see this. Jennifer's been emailing real estate agents about upcoming property liquidation. She's already shopping around your mom's antique shop. Tom, I turned to our neighbor. You mentioned Jennifer asking about property lines? Yeah, and that's not all. Last week, I overheard her on the phone in her backyard. Something about once the transfers go through and selling everything before anyone catches on. Gave me the creeps. I connected my laptop and plugged in the USB drive. Mom had documented everything. Photos of original deeds, recordings of conversations, detailed notes about her assets. Smart woman, your mother, Tom said quietly. She must have suspected something like this might happen. Marcus, I'm sending you everything now. Can you come over? We need to plan our next move. On my way. And Mary? Don't let Jennifer know we've been talking. She called my office yesterday trying to get copies of your mom's will. Got it. Tom, would you mind? Say no more, kid. I'll keep an eye out. And I've got security cameras covering both our properties. If anyone goes snooping around that garden, we'll know. Looking at Mom's careful documentation, a wave of gratitude hit me. Even after she was gone, she was still protecting me. Now it was my turn to protect her legacy. Apt his fingers. He showed up at my office claiming to be your father's new financial advisor. Wanted copies of all property documents. That's her partner, Michael confirmed. He poses as a financial advisor, creates fake investment opportunities. They've got it down to a science. Got another bombshell, Kyle interrupted. Just found records of a recent LLC registration, Thompson Family Holdings. Guess who's listed as managing partner? Let me guess, Jennifer? Bingo! And guess what properties are about to be transferred into it? Your mom's antique shop and the family home? I've got a recording too. I connected my phone to the speakers. Jennifer's voice filled the room. Once the papers are signed, transfer everything to the holding company. Mary won't be able to prove anything. Her dad's already agreed to everything on record. Just make sure those original deeds disappear. Classic Jennifer, Michael sighed. She did the exact same thing to me. But here's what she doesn't know. I've kept every piece of evidence. Bank transfers, edited recordings, fake documents. I'll testify if you need me to. We've got her. Marcus started organizing the documents. Michael, can you send everything you have, with your testimony and these recordings? Plus Tom's security footage, I added. And the evidence from her other victims. Sarah chimed in. She won't know what hit her, Kyle finished. One more thing, Michael added. Watch your dad carefully. When I finally confronted her, she tried to convince everyone I was mentally unstable. Had fake medical evaluations and everything. Already happening. I pulled out Dad's recent medical bills. She's been taking him to a new doctor. 3 guesses why. Tomorrow morning. Marcus stood up. We're ready. I'll file the injunction first thing. Mary, get your father to my office by 9 a.m. It's time to end this. Marcus's office was packed. Dad sat beside me while Jennifer perched confidently across the table, her fake concern perfectly rehearsed. This is ridiculous. Mary's clearly upset about sharing her inheritance. We're just trying to protect the family assets. Interesting choice of words. Marcus opened his laptop. Let's talk about family assets, specifically in Phoenix, Denver, and Seattle. Jennifer's smile flickered. What's he talking about? Dad turned to her. Don't you recognize her? Michael walked in, documents in hand. Look closer, Robert. Though she went by Jessica when she tried this with me. Playing the fake medical evaluation card again, Jennifer? I slid her latest scheme across the table. Those documents claiming Dad's mental incompetence? Your doctor friend confessed everything this morning. You're all confused. She stood up, hands shaking. Robert, they're trying to turn you against me. Remember what the doctor said about your memory issues? The only memory issues here, Tom stepped forward, are the ones you've been gaslighting him with. Got it all on camera. Every late-night phone call, every secret meeting with your partner, Robert Williams. Who just got arrested this morning, Kyle added from the doorway. He's already talking to avoid fraud charges. Dad stared at the evidence mounting on the table. Property transfers, fake medical reports, edited recordings, bank statements. The holding company was clever, Marcus continued. But transferring properties you don't own? That's fraud. Your previous victims are all pressing charges. Previous victims? Dad's voice cracked. Show him. Sarah clicked play on the surveillance footage. Jennifer's voice filled the room, discussing plans to strip Dad of everything. I trusted you, Dad whispered, his face ashen. My late wife's business. Our home. It's over, Marcus stood. The court has frozen all transfers. Police are waiting outside. You can't prove anything. Jennifer grabbed her bag. Actually, Michael pulled out more documents. We can prove everything. Your real identity, your previous schemes, even that burner phone you used to contact Robert Williams. Jennifer lunged for the papers, but courthouse security was faster. Get her out of here, Marcus nodded to the officers. After she was gone, Dad broke down. Mary, I'm so sorry. I should have listened when you tried to warn me. We'll fix this, I hugged him. Mom's garden led me to her hidden documents. She's still looking out for us. Later that evening, our extended family gathered at the antique shop. Aunt Linda brought Mom's favorite lasagna recipe. Just like your mother, Tom smiled. Always 10 steps ahead. That garden safe? Brilliant. To Mary, Kyle raised his glass, for protecting her family's legacy. And to your mom, Sarah added, for planting the seeds of justice. Dad squeezed my hand. Your mother would be proud. Now, about that garden. Already on it, I grinned. The roses are coming back stronger than ever. What would you do if you discovered someone close to you was secretly plotting to steal your inheritance? Would you confront them immediately, or like Mary, gather evidence first and plan a strategic takedown? Think about it. When someone betrays your trust, especially family, is patience better than immediate confrontation? Mary waited and built an airtight case, but some might say she should have exposed Jennifer sooner to protect her father. Share your thoughts in the comments. Would you have handled it differently? What warning signs would make you suspicious of a new step-parent? If you enjoyed this story of justice and family loyalty, hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories that explore complex family dynamics and sweet revenge. Turn on notifications to catch our next video first. See you in the next story.